I rarely pray because love and kindness just exist within me. All I have to do is pull back from the world and find the position of least pain, gird my mental loins to create stillness, protected from the pain that leaves me unable to lift my head and to be at peace like this. My therapist asked me where I think the source of this love I feel when I make art might be, and could not hide her smile when I said me. Inside this stillness, I have cultivated the shit and hurt and all the garbage people say that makes me howl with rage because we deserve love. Everyone deserves love and kindness. And I do not mean that gives me, disabled, lonely, poor, yearning, the right to force any of this on you. This extends to people I know in real life, but I am starting to venture out into the world again. I need to be careful. I am at a multitude of disadvantages long past where hope or determination were sufficient on their own. This moment when my loving and tender compassion rises up like the warmest salt water or holding me floating as words wind their way down my arm. If my head did not scream at the intake of air, would the breath count as properly meditative? Will I ever be done surrendering my interactions with the world at large to make sure this intimate, peaceful silence can let the letters flow? If you have no clue how much, oh, it's not an if, you have no clue how much I wish I could know the meaning of a slight smile staring as a face turns away, but I am in so much pain, hurting things, and stripped down this fear I could have a gorilla walk in the bedroom and not noticed. Here I'm referring to a change in how I'm regarding people. I've been actually feeling fearless. The brightness is high for me because I am afraid to fall asleep. Last time people came to help me, it was the end of that relationship structure for me. Like hammer blows, I have felt the judgment of others upon my life, and I have truly tried to be as forgiving and kind as possible while learning by inches how to love, value, and protect myself. To finally be here and in uselessly cruel pain because no one will explain why so many issues in MRIs do not get treated, because I am either in too much or too little pain, as if you know what my pain levels are from my demeanor. Honestly, love is why I am so angry. My body has been at the mercy of judgment of others medically, sexually, legally, and I am past the point where I can bear children. No messaging celebrates the quiet moments of struggle. often they are the most deadly dangerous, because I attest being on the outside so far. Everyone I know was aware I was in crisis months ago, and I have kept on writing, but that doesn't translate into groceries or chatting or Zoom or even liking my videos. And there's no anger here, no bitterness. Just understanding that this is not an issue with any individual failing. We've built a society lost because the most fundamental potential of our awareness is utterly irrelevant. To love ourselves with compassion in the midst of agony, to love others and the world around us with the same kindness and caring. This is the golden rule. This is in every major religion. And I say that from this pile of mess, barely able to tolerate the tablet's light, that this is correct. Don't get me wrong. I adore talking about divinity and philosophy, story, art, and poem. This is one of my happy places. However, right now, I want to talk philosophy to distract from electric lava in the back of my head. She also got stuck on one thing during therapy, like I did her smile. Why do I think that I picked the wrong people to be around or for close relationships? The answer should have been because the alternative is I take good, blameless souls and so corrode them with my conversation and laughter that they wind up quietly ghosting or trying to. I have so little memory functioning in hours like this. I dream of the ex, of a friend, of a relative, and think maybe I'm better. Maybe I am healed enough in my heart that they could see me with new eyes and want to love me. Only no other person has been. No, I refuse. You fools. You've had enough of my time tonight. In the staggeringly high likelihood I did not make my point clear, being anything does not mean one not any or all of those things is worth less than you. So you get that? Like, everyone, there's no value difference ever. And we need to build a society on that basis. When we say all lives were created equal, you know what? It's time to actually effing say it and live it and do it and be it. None of this shitty legislation. Sorry, I'm ad-libbing. Speaking as someone with so much past baggage and so much howling pain at the moment, it takes so much love and delight in breaths just like this. It's on how the seltzer tastes, the smooth glass of the tablet, imagining Degas sputtering with envy as I zoom in and out to paint, or what Frida Kahlo could have done with the resources I have. How can I not wring every word, each letter and line out of my hand? I am engaging in the same cultivated madness as those who painted on cave walls, even though I'm useless for everything else. That this society writes me off. I gave everything I could whenever loving was possible. There was a lot of surviving, but I got better. in advance of death or loss of wit. Who knows how many times I will have to reread this, to refocus and say, reorient your thinking to a world where one group isn't destroying everything. Not the war. I deserve love for a few moments. It could even transmute this sadness.